Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day to talk about some absolute madness. Grab your snacks, get comfortable, and prepare yourselves because today's update is going to blow your mind. Let's get right into it. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even process what I just watched on my screen. My jaw is still on the floor. Actually, it dropped so hard I think I pulled a muscle. I was eating dinner and I literally choked on my drink. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because the writers just dropped the most nuclear bomb in the history of the show, and I am not okay. Okay, but listen. We have to talk about Melissa Dillon right now because her life just turned into a literal horror movie mixed with a twisted Cinderella story, and I can't even deal right now. So wait, before that happened, actually let me set the scene because you need to understand how unhinged this entire situation is. Dillon is already losing her mind at Forrester Creations, right? She's been getting these terrifying phone calls, the voice scrambler saying, "We have unfinished business." She's practically jumping at her own shadow. I was sitting there yelling at my screen like, "Girl, call security, get out of there." Because we all thought it was Remy Price or some underground mob stuff coming back to haunt her. She's on edge. She's sweating. She's looking around every corner like a slasher villain is going to jump out. And honestly, with everything going on with Elektra and Will and RJ, Dillon already has enough on her plate. She doesn't need this. But no. It is so much crazier than a stalker. She's in the design office, completely terrified, and this mysterious courier just walks in. Just strolls right into the executive area of Forrester Creations, which is insane, by the way. Where is the front security desk? Charlie needs to be fired immediately, I swear. Anyone can just walk into this multi-million-dollar fashion house. Anyway, the guy drops a thick official-looking envelope on her desk. No return address, just her name. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen. Don't open it, it's a trap. Dillon opens it. Her hands are visibly shaking. I'm leaning so close to my TV, my nose is actually touching the glass. She pulls out this piece of paper and it looks like a medical document. It's a DNA test. And you guys, I can't breathe. The paper says Ridge Forrester is her biological father. Ridge Forrester. I literally screamed so loud my neighbor knocked down the wall. The audacity of this plot twist. Ridge is her dad? I was like, are you serious right now? How is that even possible? Dillon just stands there looking like she's going to pass out. And honestly, same. Because think about what this actually means in the grand scheme of things. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, the absolute tyrant of Forrester Creations right now, the woman who was literally shelving Hope's line and acting like a total dictator, is Dillon's half-sister. And her boss. Can you imagine finding out your terrifying boss is actually your sister? Steffi is already on a warpath, focusing hiatuses and kicking people out, and now she has a secret sister working in her office? I'm dead. Steffi is going to literally explode when she finds out. And don't even get me started on the timing of this. The Forrester versus Logan war is at its absolute peak right now. Katie and Bill just had this massive, highly successful fashion show using Eric's designs, and Ridge and Brooke are fuming. They are out for blood. If this secret gets out, Dillon isn't just an employee anymore. She's a Forrester heir. She's a walking target for anyone trying to take down or manipulate the company's shares. The power dynamic of the entire fashion industry just shifted because of one piece of paper in a manila envelope. Okay, where was I? Right, so Dillon is in complete shock. She shoves the paper into her designer bag. And then who comes snooping around? Brooke Logan Forrester. The absolute nerve of this woman. Brooke is literally just prowling around the office looking for reasons to be mad. Probably looking for dirt on Katie or trying to micromanage RJ's life. And she just casually looks in Dillon's bag. Why would she do that? Who just goes into someone else's purse? Not okay. I'm done. Brooke needs to get it together, I swear. She's so entirely out of line. Brooke pulls out the paper. I'm yelling, "Put it down, Brooke, that's illegal." But she reads it anyway, because boundaries do not exist in Los Angeles. The color completely drains from her face. I have never seen Brooke look so terrified in my entire life. She goes into a full-blown, absolute meltdown panic attack. She's hyperventilating. Because in her mind, her perfect little destiny with Ridge is suddenly under attack by a ghost from his past. She's acting like Dillon maliciously planned this to ruin her life. Brooke is terrified that Ridge having a secret daughter is going to destroy their marriage. And honestly, can you blame her? We all know Ridge. The man cannot handle a simple conversation without waffling between two women, let alone a whole new adult child entering the picture. Brooke has spent decades fighting off Taylor, fighting off Quinn, fighting off literally anyone who looks in Ridge's direction. And now there's a biological daughter from a mystery woman. Brooke is spiraling. Thinking this stranger is going to ruin the fragile family structure they just managed to put back together. She's completely losing her mind over the fact that Ridge was with someone else back in the day. I mean, they were probably on one of their 500 breaks when it happened. But Brooke acts like it's the ultimate betrayal of her destiny. And wait, I forgot to mention earlier, but Brooke is also panicking about the corporate war. She and Ridge have been so focused on destroying Katie and Bill. They literally crashed Katie's press conference to accuse her of stealing Eric's designs. Brooke is terrified that Ridge is going to get distracted by his shiny new daughter and lose focus on crushing Katie. Brooke is so vindictive right now. She wants Ridge to stay angry at the Logans, and this Dylan situation is a massive distraction that she simply cannot allow. Wait, did I already say how Ridge finds out? I don't think I did. Whatever. Anyway, Ridge eventually finds out about the letter. I don't know if Brooke confronted him in a hysterical rage, or if he found the paper himself. But the look on his face, my jaw dropped again. He just freezes. And then you see the wheels turning in his head. He actually remembers this mysterious woman from years ago. I'm like, how many random women has this man slept with and completely forgotten about? The math is mathing, but it's still wild. The fact that he just goes, oh yeah, her is insane to me. Ridge immediately goes into guilt mode. Typical Ridge. Now he wants to make amends. He wants to play daddy to Dylan and make up for lost time. He's probably going to offer her a co-CEO position by tomorrow, because that's what Forresters do. They just hand out executive titles and corner offices as apologies. I'm calling it now. This is going to E&D badly. Steffi is going to lose her absolute mind when she finds out Ridge is giving Dylan special treatment. Steffi's already acting like a dictator, shelving Hope's line and running Forrester like a military base. She is not going to share her father's attention or the company's legacy with a girl she just hired. But wait, the craziest part is what Brooke does next. I'm still not over this. This is the part where I literally threw my remote across the room. Brooke is so threatened by Dylan, so desperate to protect her own kids' inheritances and positions at Forrester Creations, that she actually goes to Katie. Yes, Katie Logan Spencer. The same Katie she is currently at war with. The same Katie she has been viciously fighting with over Logan Designs. Brooke goes to Katie and is basically like, we need a truce right now. She wants to form a secret alliance with Katie to protect their kids from this new stranger. I was like, are you serious? Brooke is willing to drop the entire fashion feud. Ignore the fact that Katie is using Eric's designs and play nice just to build a wall against Melissa Dillon. It's so unhinged. Brooke is literally weaponizing her sisterhood only when it benefits her own selfish agenda. And Katie is probably sitting there like, wow, you really only care about me when you have a crisis. But Katie's a mom too. She's fiercely protective of Will. Even though Will and RJ literally just had a vicious brawl at the office where Will dragged RJ for not being a real Forrester because of the Massimo Marone bloodline, which was iconic by the way, Will ate him up. But now they have a real Forrester entering the chat. Katie knows Dylan could threaten Will's future too if the Spencer and Forrester lines get crossed again. So, of course, Katie is going to listen to Brooke's crazy alliance pitch. Mark my words, this is going to tear the entire company and both families apart. Dylan doesn't even know who to trust anymore. Her boss is her terrifying sister. Her dad is the guy trying to destroy her friends. And Brooke Logan is actively plotting her downfall with Katie. I am so emotionally invested, I can't even sleep. The drama is just so dramatic. Dylan needs to watch her back, because Brooke and Katie teaming up is a lethal combination. I need the next episode now. Seriously, I'm counting down the minutes